was robbed at gunpoint. Hello guys, hi guys, how are you all doing? How have you been so far? And you guys, I know it's been a minute, but from the title of the video you guys can already have an idea of why I have been off of YouTube for a while now. And yeah, so I'm back anyways, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys why I have been away from YouTube for a while now. If you're here and you haven't subscribed, please, it's that time for you to hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share this video, okay? It really will help my channel grow and it really encourage me, so please hit the subscribe button. So anyways, I was robbed at gunpoint. So it was really a lot, and I'm just grateful to God that I'm even here being able to even share this story with you guys. So y'all should just be careful, man. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing the story with you guys. And is there a life update? I'm not really sure, but you know, in subsequent videos I would also, you know, be sharing what has been happening so far for the past 3 months, I think, thereabout, since April. So I got robbed in April, and a lot was still stolen from me, taken from me, and it was just a really very nasty experience. And yeah, so how did I even get robbed? What happened? What is the story? I know you're like itching to know the story, but please subscribe, okay? So I used to work in Lekki phase 1, and most times we close really late, and due to traffic situations before I get back home, it's always really late. So on this fateful day, I think rain fell that day, and because I was trying to avoid traffic, my friend who also works in another office close to my area told me that you know what, let's just chill for a bit, because this rain, one, there's not going to be transport to come home, and two, even there's transport, it's going to be super expensive, and we're just being, you know, it wasn't something that we would overly think about. We're like, okay, yeah, let's just chill in the office. And she came over to my office, and we're just there waiting for the rain to stop and for the traffic to have reduced for a bit. So we, after the rain had subsided, and then we had chilled for a bit, we checked the map, so the traffic was kind of reducing. And this was, let's say, it was late, it was around like to 8 in the evening, in the night. We're still on the island, and we're like, should we take an Uber? And then we checked an Uber price. It was really expensive, and honestly we just didn't think too much about it. We're like, oh, we'll just wait the traffic out and, you know, come down to the house. So when we were ready to leave the house, we took a bus, Lekki Gate, the usual commute, and we entered this bus. And that was just it. We entered this bus. So as we entered the bus, as we entered it, the driver apparently was passing different corners, and it was always, it wasn't something that we're going to necessarily think too much about, because most bus drivers try to avoid traffic, they pass different corners, so it wasn't even something we're thinking about until the other guy in the passenger seat in front just turned back with a gun. And at the point when I looked around, we were already in the secluded area, and it was still on the island, but we were already in the secluded area. And it was not even funny, guys, because the moment I saw, you know, the guy turning back to want to rob us, I tried it was very funny. I wanted to run, like jump out of the car, like what's going on. But before we even did that, the guy was like, if you move. I was like, okay, I am moving. My life is worth more than this. So funny enough, the day I got robbed was the day I uploaded my last YouTube video. So this was, by the way, my niece's birthday was April 11th, and I actually did a bit of video. I have a lot of videos on my phone, so I wanted to upload some, so I uploaded some the very next day. And I think the day I uploaded my last video on YouTube, before this current video that I'm shooting, was the day I actually got robbed. So if I want to remember the day I got robbed, I know that video, the date there, was April 13th or 12th, I think. And yeah, so the guy just turned back, and there was a gun. And Honestly, from the way the sound was, you know when someone cocks a gun and is about to shoot, it just did that sound like hands up, guys. So when it turned, my friend and I were sitting side by side. So unfortunately for us, we were three that were getting robbed. The two guys in front, the driver and passenger, were actually like robbers, and my friend and I and somebody else that also entered was also, unfortunately, were the ones being robbed. So we're asked to close our eyes. Guys, honestly, that experience wasn't even funny, because I'm even trying to remember what happened. And we're asked to close our eyes. We're asked to bring out our phones, and unfortunately for me, I had two phones. Okay, I had a very small phone. Let me see if the phone is here. Okay, so I had this small phone and I had my other phone. So my friend already submitted two phones, because she was using two phones. She was using one Samsung, I think, and another Android phone. So she gave them her two phones already, and when it got to my turn, they were like, okay, bring out your phone. So they obviously thought I had two phones, or they obviously knew that, okay, people usually have two phones. I don't even know the dynamics. So I gave them the phone, which was my iPhone, first, and then they were like, okay, bring out your second phone. We know you have a second phone. I want to lie, you don't have a second phone. I was like, I don't have another phone again. No. Unfortunately for me, I had forgotten this phone in the office. So I was looking for it in my bag and I had no idea. So when it got time for me to call, I didn't forget this phone in the office. My friend came from our office to an Uber to my office. Okay, so when she came, we got into the Uber thinking we're going to use the Uber to go down, come back home. And then when we checked the price, and the guy was talking about doing an offline trip so we can negotiate the price, blah blah blah, we're like, okay, no, we're not doing that. Because when we asked him, okay, how much are you going to carry us from here to Surulere, and he was talking about one very exorbitant price, we're like, nah, even if we're going to use the app, like, you get, it's not this price. And besides, why are you trying to make the trip offline? So we just let the guy go, and we're like, are you going? We're like, oh no, he's not going. We're not going to do an offline trip. So I got down. So in the process of getting down, getting in the Uber and out, I forgot this phone fell out of my bag or pocket. I don't even know. It was shared with the Uber guy. Okay, so I was looking for, I didn't even know. So I was looking for this phone. I didn't see it in my bag, and then the driver was sort of like the boss, commanding the guy in the passenger seat on what to do. So the guy just took my bag and let's just pull out everything, started looking for this phone. He couldn't find it. Then he was like, okay, you know what, take no wahala, call your phone. I called this number, it wasn't ringing in the car. Then the Uber guy picks up, and I was so shocked, because I'm like, I thought this phone was with me. And then I was like, hello, where are you, what's going on, who took my phone? Like, and then I was even so confused on what to even tell the Uber guy. And then before I could say jack, the driver hit my head with, I don't even know what he hit my head with, but according to what my friend said, it was like an iron rod. It just hit my head with the iron rod. Right now, I currently, if you see this scar here, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's because of makeup. If you see this scar, I have a scar here now. So it hit my head. I'll attach pictures. I have some pictures of my clothes and the scar and the injury then. So it hit my head with the iron, and just said, bring my phone. You're calling for help. Who are you calling? Who are you talking to? What sort of rubbish is this? We're gonna kill you people. We're going to kill you. I didn't want to kill you guys before, but we're going to kill all of you. I was so shocked. I was like, what is going on here? Who is with my phone? Who took my phone? So the driver now took the phone again and called the Uber guy again, and was like, okay, you know what, forget about the phone. I dashed you the phone. It's my girlfriend's phone. Take it. I forgot about it. Also, our ATM card was taken. We were asked for our PIN. They were just driving, and during this whole process, okay, we're driving, they were in motion, they were just driving round the island. I didn't even know where they were going to. They were just driving and driving and driving. So they asked for our ATM cards. My friend who didn't even have an ATM card, they asked her to transfer using her phone. Like, guys, it wasn't even funny. My life flashed literally before my eyes. Like, and honestly, I kept on thinking about everything. My family and I, we've been through a lot. Last year, even this year, we've been through a lot. I cannot die. I cannot get missing. I cannot be kidnapped. You know, if you watch my video about, I think, December, I might link the video or give you a screenshot of the video again. You would have an idea of everything we've been through so far. So I kept on thinking in my head that, God, you have to help me. So that's how we're robbed. Our ATM card was taken. Even my earbuds, everything was just taken. My friends' phones, earpiece, even the white even still a wristwatch safe, because she was using a wristwatch. It wasn't an not all those wristwatches that you can pick calls on, blah blah blah. She was using that, something like that, and they wanted to take it, but then when they saw it, they were like, nah, it's not useful. They gave her back the wristwatch. They searched us, like they literally were like, oh, bring everything you have. So later on they give us our bags back, and they asked us to put it around our neck. So after they did that, they were still driving, and they were like, you know what, we should thank God for our lives, that if not, that what they actually had in mind was to kill us. So they asked for after they took our ATM cards, asked for our PIN. They were seeing, as we drive, we were seeing banks, so we were even scared. Maybe we couldn't tell them the wrong pin, because I know people be like, oh, tell them the wrong pin, tell them the wrong pin. Like, guys, this is gone facing your face. Like, yo, your life is important, okay? So don't even think about struggling or playing smart, because they could as well just drive to the bank. It was really late, and just, you know, taking the money, and if the pin is wrong, who knows? So we gave them, and then after a while they were still in motion, they just stopped and asked us to get out. So that's how we got that. We just fell out, started running. Even my water bottle, things like that, just let everything, started running. Then we're trying to find, okay, how can we get help now? Because where we are, we don't even know where we are. Because if I remember correctly, where we were was still on the island, but they were like, it was like a water area. So when they dropped up by the road, if you looked to your, I think to our right or left, we're just seeing water, literally water everywhere. So I think it was that Water Corporation roadside. So we kept on trekking. We were trying to flag cars down, but obviously no car was stopping for us, because I still had blood all over my clothes. My friend too had blood all over her clothes. She was trying to help me to wipe my head, everything. It was just a really huge mess. And fortunately for us, we trekked a bit of a distance, and we saw some security guys in an, I think, hospital or something. So the guy even thought we're coming to the emergency to the hospital because of the blood, but we're like, no, we just got robbed, can you please borrow your phone? At some point, some people were like, oh no, I don't have a phone. Like Nigerians, last someone borrowed us a phone, and I called my sister, and then someone did an Uber for us, and then I just went straight to my sister's house, and you know, that was it. So guys, that was the story. My phone was taken, everything was just taken, guys. Like, it was just bad. My account, before I even checked my account the next day, my account was empty. And I was trying to call the Uber guy to get my phone back I was trying to call this number using my sister's phone, and after like 2 days the Uber guy stopped picking, he wasn't picking my calls. After like a day or so, he finally picked up the call. It was like the person my boyfriend has been calling him to come and give him the phone, that he was even planning to give him the phone the next day. It was on a Monday or so. So that thank God that, no, not on a Monday, it was saying, I think it was still a weekday, because it was close to that Easter time that this happened. So after I reported to my working place, obviously, that this happened, I wasn't going to work for the rest of the week, and then I also had Easter break. So the guy was like, my boyfriend has been calling him, and that my boyfriend said that should bring his phone. I'm like, please, it's not my boyfriend, these are robbers. Don't even think of going to go and give this guy the phone, because apparently the guy had given this Uber guy an address to come and give him the phone the next day. But because of that Uber guy, it said when he's coming to walk around that area, it will bring the phone to him. So we're even lucky that the guy even picked up. So my friend went to work, and she got the phone from him. And when I got my phone back, I was seeing a lot of Apple ID messages, a lot of, you know, them trying, because my number was linked to this phone. So I was seeing a lot of messages, them trying to open my Apple ID, them trying to do this, do that. Even the debit alerts were on this phone. So it was a very nasty experience, and obviously my phone was stolen. I wasn't even thinking of coming on here to shoot a video. Even all the content I had planned out from various events I've attended, I just couldn't. It was gone, it was lost. So it took me a while to, you know, recuperate. And even after I did, I just didn't want to pick up my phone to do to make a video. But I think right now I'm so grateful to God that I'm still alive, and it wasn't more than that. I wasn't kidnapped, or I wasn't used for something else. You know, it could have been worse. It could have been way more scary, and you know, my phone and money just got lost. But I mean, I'm still alive to tell the story to you guys. So that is basically what happened. One of the things that happened while I've been off of YouTube. So if you are watching this to this moment, please, it's about that time that you subscribe to the channel. Okay, since you're here already, why not just subscribe? Okay. Yeah, so honestly, my life flashed before my eyes like a gun pointed at me. Like, that sound of them cocking that gun was really real. Like, it was so loud, and I felt like, God, let these guys not just shoot us, because if you want to rob, but don't kill us, please. So guys, that's the end of my story. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, once again, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm back now, and I'll be making more videos and churning out vlogs and all of that. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you all in my next video.